everybody. So wanted to make this video to say that I am 30. It's weird. It's weird being 30 because it's like, I don't know. I was born 30 years ago, you know. Like in 30 years, what can you accomplish? Probably a lot, but what have I accomplished? Not so much. Kind of just lived or existed, maybe survived, not really thrived. Don't have any kids, never been married, no relationships for about 8-9 years. So what have I been doing with my time? Kind of had a delusion that I was going to become really good at Japanese. Never really happened. I'm not horrible at it, but you know, I first took the class in 2011, and I studied a little bit before then, and then from like 2011 till 2020, I dabbled with it, and you know, I never really. There's this JLPT test, the Japanese Language Proficiency Test, that I always meant to take, but I never did. And what else did I do? I went to Russia, so I learned some Russian. I was teaching English over there, and basically, I'm just making this video. I wanted to upload it to YouTube because, you know, nobody ever knows how much time we have in this life, and I want to live and consciously live. You know, I don't want to just be caught up in my daily routine of work or entertainment or anything. And yeah, I think I've been really asking myself, what does it mean to be 30? And it will definitely mean something. It's different for everyone because of where you are in life. Some people may have been parents already for 10 years and they're working on their career. Some people may not have kids and they're just focused on their career, and maybe they're thinking about starting a family. Maybe some people are locked up, still got 20 years, you know, to go, or 30 or 40. Maybe some people at age 30 are disabled. Maybe they have progeria. They might be dying. It might be their last few years on Earth. Some people might have cancer. So I got all my limbs. No serious injuries. I may have kind of higher blood pressure, but you know. I just had some coffee today, and I ate McDonald's for breakfast, so not eating the healthiest, but I did some cooking. I tried to make these fry bread. It's a Navajo recipe that I learned from a friend that I met in Hawaii, because I was living there from July to October, and so yeah, I lived in the Big Island in the city of Hilo, and before that I was in Russia, and now I live in a small town in Illinois, and this is my life. I study Russian. I'll show you the book. It's a Russian reader. It's really cool. You can see the text. It's kind of big, and right here it has these it's probably hard to see because the quality of the camera, but yeah, they have these intonation marks so that you know where to stress the words, and it has some like little exercises at the end, comprehension questions and grammar questions. So yeah, I study Russian. I play guitar. Um, I checked out a piano from the library, and I'm trying to play that. I want to play maybe some Chopin. Play with my dog, Xena. I'll show you her. She's a German Shepherd. Come here, Xena. Come here. Come here, Xena. Come here. Come here. Wait. Turn this way. This way. Say hi to the camera. Yeah, so this is Xena. So I don't always walk her, but I try to go take her out to the park and go for a run with her. And so yeah, I was living in Russia before this and had a pretty good social life. And let me see if the lighting will be better. I would go bar hopping and go on a lot of dates. Now I'm back. Champaign Urbana. Oh gosh, did I just say that? Whatever. You guys are gonna figure it out anyways. So yeah, what I do, just do dog grooming. I've usually been a cashier. That's what I was doing in Hawaii. And yeah, so I just want to put this video out because I don't know. I like to have videos of myself to look back at certain points in my life, videos or pictures, whatever. And I was thinking about how I'm not gonna say the American dream, but maybe the dream has changed. Like what do people do? You know, all our grandparents, they say that they walked 10 miles in the snow to school with no shoes and all these things, and they worked on farms and they had larger families. And then maybe this generation of parents, they don't have it as hard. They didn't live through any war. Their parents did, but they have more work ethic than today's youth. So they complain about their kids not wanting to work, but at the same time, the hugest distraction from working as hard as we could is in the same way that our parents did in terms of working hard, is technology. So there's computers, social media, smartphones, and all these things. So it means that we have to grow and learn with the technology instead of fighting it. There's always good and bad to everything. So instead of this generation, okay, let me correct myself. They're the millennials, and then there's Generation Z. So there's obviously more of a distinction between those two. So I'm a millennial, but Generation Z, I feel like they're, just call them TikTokers or whatever. They did that musically crap, and then I was walking around and I see the kids like doing this and weird stuff, like they're filming a TikTok video, and I never really got into it. I mean, I see that a lot of people use it, like celebrities and stuff. I think it's basically become like the new Vines. So I even made a couple of short videos on there, but I just figured I wasn't super interested in that. But anyways, so the kids who use this TikTok, they become millionaires, all of them. A lot of these kids on YouTube, they become millionaires. And then the older generation, or the millennials, and maybe some of the millennials are a part of that demographic, but then their parents and then their parents' parents, they just look at it like, what the heck? And it's like, you can live your life and work this dead-end job or this soul-draining job, and then these kids are just sitting in front of cameras, living their life, and they get paid a lot of money for it. And my my worries and my thoughts in terms of my life are that if I'm kind of a shyer guy, a little bit awkward socially, but if I don't get to a certain status in my life in terms of work and finances and everything and confidence, then it's like, it's not even like a plateau, because like, let's say I'm 18, graduate high school, going to college, I have these dreams of who I'm going to be. This could be something that starts even at a younger age, but so as you get older and you have this confidence or your dreams, if you don't meet your goals, then it starts to go down. And I don't think that there is a, while we are still alive, I don't think that there is a like rock bottom, because it can always get worse. And so basically, while you still have your health, I think it's important to push yourself to be successful, or to, I don't want to sound like some stupid motivational speaker, say follow your dreams, whatever, but if you have goals, and you have your health, and you have the mindfulness of the goal, you should pursue it, really, because time just passes by so quickly, and you're working some job you don't like, and you don't have the social life you want, or there are a lot of things you can work on, but you don't get the time back, and you don't want your confidence to drop so much. I don't know why I'm saying you guys. I'm talking about me. I feel like my whole outlook on life is based off of what I perceive as the rejection that I have experienced and the failure that I've had. So when I look forward into my future, I don't know what I see, because I have accomplished some of my goals, like living in Russia, and, speaking foreign languages. I've been on dates, had some success with women, but definitely not far from what I wanted. So I want to have the confidence to move forward in my life. The confidence that comes from the accomplishments that I've had, that teach me that if I want to do something, that I can do it, so that I can project that confidence into the future. So yeah, and I just want to, I want to record my life. I want it to be, look at, I got guns. Look at these. See, look, I'm not, I like my arms, My core isn't so great, but I have a gym membership, and I think I lost my train of thought there, but no, I was talking about goals, and especially like with dating, like been on Tinder since I've been back here, and it's always been super dead for me. That's why I even bought premium sometimes, do some super likes, but people I usually match with, they're definitely not into them. But so basically, besides like these general goals and things that I have in my life, more specifically, I would just like to know like who's out there, because I kind of feel, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I kind of feel like nobody's out there, literally I see people outside, but I don't connect with them, and I feel kind of isolated in my small town here, and I enjoyed my life in Moscow, but I always wondered what it would be like if I moved to a bigger city, and what kind of people I'd come across, because a lot of people in Russia ask me, what is America like? And they always seem to have so many dreams about it. And I think the places that they're the most that they think of the most when they think of America is like New York, LA, Miami, maybe Chicago, big cities. And if these are the places that they go, then of course they're probably going to have a more interesting experience, a more interesting life here. And my family lives here, so I always end up coming back to this town knowing that I'm not really going to find anything, but just kind of like a base for me. Like I felt like Russia was my second base or second home. Now I know that if I go there, there are a lot of possibilities. We have a nice university here, a good engineering school, a good psychology department. I never got accepted into it, but I'm not super interested in studying here. In the meanwhile, I was just thinking about making some money, and I could do some self-studying and I don't know, try to develop some skills, because I think skills are a really good way to meet your goal. Whatever your goal is, and your skills, they don't have to be connected. Like, if you can sell something, make money, that could mean that you could study, you know, to learn the skills that you need. So your goal could be to study to learn a new skill, or you could just have a skill that gets you the money that you want in life, or whatever it is that you're looking for. But yeah, so when I speak, and I've been doing this is like 16 minutes, coming up on 17 minutes. It's kind of like writing a paper, you know. You have your introduction. I don't even remember. Why do I remember what writing paper is like? Because I've been out of school for like 10 years. I don't know. But so basically, when you have the basic essay format, you've got your introduction paragraph. Then you've got your arguments. I don't know how many paragraphs that would be. Okay, so your introduction paragraph introduces your arguments. And then you lead into the arguments. And then you have your conclusion. Or your first sentence should be your thesis, right? But then by the time that you get to the conclusion, you have developed your thoughts so much on this topic that it's like you rewrite your thesis in the conclusion. So that's your first draft. And your second draft could be based off of that the new thesis that you found in your first draft. So when I speak, I think about my life, and I create order to it, then, and I'm speaking this to a camera. Maybe some people hear it. It's like it makes everything more clear for me, and I become more like woke. So it's like, even if nobody watches this and nobody hears this, it's good for me. So yeah, guys, I'm 30. And I'm still living, still kicking. So until next time, when I have another deep thought, you guys take care. До свидания, sayonara.